Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. If you are new, please consider subscribing. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Today, I feel like I'm starting a little late. It's 11 a.m. And reason being is I bought a car from Adesa. I picked up a 2002 BMW 325 XIIX, I don't know, but all-wheel drive BMW. And I think I got it for a pretty good price. I know the tires are pretty much nearly bald on it. So right now, what I need to do is stop by the DMV, drop off some paperwork, take this Ford Explorer that I picked up through DEQ, leave it at the lot, and then possibly go pick up that BMW. I guess we'll see what today will bring. Guys, I kid you not, my heart just sank. Because I left my house, I'm, I don't know, 2-3 miles away. And the temperature is dead center. And I'm like, man, I'm feeling kind of cold. And I check the vents and they are blowing cold. And I was like, man, I just looked at this car yesterday and it was low on coolant. What if there really is a coolant leak? And no heat through the vents is a really big sign that you have an issue with your cooling system. But I then remembered that this knob doesn't turn very well, so I started messing with it and I have heat. I kid you not, I already started to think, calling my wife, be like, hey, I'm on the side of the road, overheated, bring me coolant, come pick me up. I'm glad that's not the case. Bada boom, bada boom. DMV was super quick because all I need is the front little service desk to drop off my dealer paperwork. That's done, and I am about 10 minutes away from the DEQ station. So hopefully this thing passes. It started on its own the day I looked at it. It started on its own the day I picked it up. So it seemed like, you know, battery wasn't dead. Hopefully the drive cycle is good and I can pass DEQ on this thing and just leave it at the lot until it sells. Because honestly, I have absolutely no interest in driving this thing at all. I think I have some bad news. Pretty sure this thing is leaking coolant. But the good news is I think it's leaking somewhere from the tank, so possibly a hose or something. I just quickly stopped by the office and kind of saw it behind the wheel well. It was wet. And I was like, man, no puddles. It's an absolutely beautiful day outside. It has been beautiful all week. So why is it wet? And of course, the culprit, coolant. And I can smell it again. So I'll show you guys after DEQ if I don't overheat. The Ford passed, certificate of compliance. My temperature is dead center, but I got a car in front of me still waiting to do his thing. Looks like he's finishing up. So yeah, I guess as long as the radiator is filled with coolant, the overflow tank isn't as important. Clearly it is, but as long as I don't overheat. I hate overheating. Check our left side. We are good. Let's head back to the lot, leave this thing here, and plan our next step. Smell coolant, but I don't really see where it's coming from. Maybe when it was kind of windy and I was pouring it yesterday, it kind of poured all over the place, and maybe that's the issue. I guess I'll keep an eye out on it. You can't really see it, but it's kind of tucked away. My wife is always down to help. So we are going to Adesa to get the BMW. First I gotta go get money to pay for the car, and then Adesa. Pretty much what I bought. I think silver though. Just to show you guys, it is windy every darn time. But I'm going to lane C. Look at that, wind quieted down. What a beautiful day, but so darn windy. Oh, I tried bidding on that Audi. Okay, first things first, let's see if she'll start. Actually, I have power. Let me check the oil and whatnot. All right, let's get it started. coolant low, and check engine light on. So here's the bad news. I pulled the dipstick out and it was very milky. I opened up the oil cap and it's hecka milky. So we have blown head gaskets. All right guys, it seems like this motor is a goner. I have lost so much power and I'm not even out of the auction yet. So we are going to park it right by my wife and honestly leave it here. Because look at that, it's about to die on me. But since we have power, let's see what's going on with the moonroof. Okay, let's see if that fixed it. It did fix the moonroof. And this is what it looks like. It has been a few days. The BMW has been sitting at Adesa for the last 3 days or so. And I'm going to my in-laws right now. I'm going to grab the trailer and I'm gonna go pick up the BMW because it lost pretty much all power the last time I saw it, the last time I drove it. And we'll see, my mechanic is pretty close. I mean, it's pretty early in the morning. We'll see if he's there. If he is, I'll swing by, have him take a look at it, see what he says. I mean, clearly the head gaskets are blown, like completely blown. But the question is, I guess the main concern, did it overheat and then the head gaskets blew? Or did the head gaskets blow because it has 146,000 miles and it didn't overheat? But because the coolant light is on, I'm assuming it's the first option. And usually when that happens, you could have a cracked head or so. Something pretty serious where it's just better to buy a new engine and do an engine swap, which is too expensive. So the goal is I am going to pick it up, take it to my mechanic if he's available. I'm gonna do an oil change on it on the trailer. Ooh. S63. So I want to see if it'll run better with fresh oil that's not mixed with coolant. And worst case scenario, I guess, if it's not savable, then I'm gonna take it to a public auction and just leave it there. That's kind of the plan with the BMW for now, but I guess we'll see what will actually happen in reality. There it is. Nope, other way. Gotta get the keys from inside, unlock the lock, get this thing going. Here we go. So next step, sold a car 2 days ago. So, and I issued a trip permit. So I'm going to stop by DMV and drop off the paperwork. And then we're gonna go load up this darn BMW. I just stopped by Walmart to grab some oil because it is literally across the street from Adesa. And I found some full synthetic oil, kind of an off-brand, for like $14 for 5 quarts, which makes it the cheapest full synthetic oil I have ever found. But I just realized something. When I drove it last time, I started it, it had good power, but by the time I got out of the like security gate thing, the BMW lost a lot of power. Clearly it's misfiring, and with a blown engine or blown head gaskets, is probably not running on all cylinders and the compression is off. And I don't have my jump box or any jumper cable so I could connect the winch and get some power through it. So I don't know if I'll be able to load this thing up. Yeah, this might be a pickle. Hopefully the auction will let me borrow theirs, but in all honesty, I probably wouldn't hold my breath. Jesus is king of all. Amen to that. All right, there she is. We'll park right here. Now before we do anything crazy, I want to see what kind of engine codes it has and how many. But look at that, it's such a shame. Like, exterior looks almost flawless, especially for a 2002 with 146,000 miles. It's a bummer that the engine is no good. Could have even Harman Kardon speakers. It did not need a jump last time, but it did run through the auction the day I picked it up. Look at that, there's like literally no power. So unfortunately, yeah, it's completely dead. Wow. Look at that customer service with Adesa. Now, I should be able to not only start the car, but get it up using the winch if I need it. Probably on this side. All right, we have power. Let me put the key in. Let's see what the codes are. All right, guys, take a mental guess how many codes this thing is going to have. I think 15. Crazy number. Oh, only 4 codes. Got the trailer prepped. Let's get this thing started. Let me get rid of the jumper cables and drive it up. Okay, that was a lot less painful than I thought it would be. It made it up on its own, but it's running pretty darn rough. So let me return the jump box. We'll strap this thing down, head over to my mechanic, see if he's there, although he didn't answer. So maybe I'll go do an oil change on this thing and then stop by his place. No idea what's gonna happen to this thing. Look, it honestly looks good. Clean, nice paint, nice interior. Engine is just done. I'm now going to my parents' house to do the oil change on the BMW. I still haven't heard back from my mechanic, so if I don't, I won't be wasting time. I'll just take it straight to the public auction. Time to work. Let's get this oil change done. And all these BMWs always have these grill issues. Don't understand. That's for my old oil. Safety, of course, and I got my jack in there. I even brought some coolant. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to position the jack to get this car lifted. Oh, I always find adventures. If this ain't sketchy, I don't know what is. I need to see if my parents have more jack stands to prop it up somewhere. But a good thing is, when I went back to pick the car up right now, the parking space where it's parked, it was dry. There's no oil leaks. It was dry. So I guess it has that going for it. What a position. So I broke the thread. Here we go. Probably grab that, move it out of the way. I'm gonna let this thing drain. Wanted to show you guys what that looks like right here. This is how I know it's a blown head gasket. You could see moisture over there, especially on this wall. Dipstick probably won't have much since the oil is draining. Yeah, but when I originally pulled it out, it was clearly milky, and then when I opened this, game over. Okay, let's pour in this oil. I'll need 2 hands. Guys, I feel like I'm tempting myself. One of the cars I'm interested in is coming up in 2 cars. And I don't remember what car it is, but we will see shortly, and I have absolutely no idea how much money I put on it. Sold on approval. Your watch item. Hey, this is the one. Ford Mustang. I'm not gonna go too much on it, because I hate driving far and it's like an hour away. But it's a pure sale. Oh, should we do $850? Yeah, why not? Okay, you can have it. Okay, 900 bucks. I think that's easily a $2,000 car. I don't remember what the damage is. Oh, rear bumper. Which could probably be sold as is. Someone's gonna get a good deal. I just don't really want to drive that far. Wow. Nah, 950, let's do it. Congratulations. That was actually a really good deal. Hey, this was, no, not this one. Here's the other one. Kind of interesting. And look at what a terrible picture this is. Thankfully, they took this picture. You could see the broken taillight. And this one, oops. All these car buying apps are so glitchy. So this is 57, and it should be coming up in like 3-4 cars. Hey, not a bad bid. Okay, I don't want you either. Bye. My mother brought me these jumper cables, and I feel like they might not be enough to jumpstart this car. I have not ran it through. I put 5 quarts in it. I don't think it drained everything, so honestly I think I'm going to leave it at 5 quarts, close it up, and try to somehow get this thing jump started. Don't even know how. I hope the 4-cylinder and the super small cables are enough to get this 6-cylinder started. Let's find out. Would you look at that? Check engine light is still on. Although I was pretty sure I cleared it. Brake, ABS. Hey, welcome to BMW. Okay, listen to this. Okay, that's the problem. Got the oil change done. You guys heard it. It does not sound good. It's definitely misfiring, and I'm sure at least one cylinder doesn't have full compression. But I'm going to the auction here in town. It's 6 miles from my parents' house. Let's see what my navigation says. Keep going straight. And honestly, I'm okay breaking even. I ain't looking to make money on this thing. I mean, it retails for $3,000. I'm 1,100 bucks into it. A little more with the oil change. But I guess we'll see. I've never sold a car at this auction or bought a car at this auction. And we'll find out what's gonna happen. You know, it's crazy, guys. It's, I think, coming up close to 4 hours since I've been messing with this BMW. I guess the whole process of waking up, the few errands that I ran, picking up the trailer, getting it loaded, getting the oil change, and I'm still not at the auction, and I still have to take the trailer back. I'm assuming like 5 hours is what it's gonna take to get all of this done. So what I'm saying is I need to do my due diligence and look at cars in person before I do these blind purchases, because not only is it probably going to cost me money in the end, I mean, clearly time, fuel, and whatnot, but the main thing is it's going to cost me time, a lot of time, because I could be at Mannheim right now looking at cars for tomorrow's auction, and here I am. Sweet. Dropped off the car. Super easy, super simple, super quick. And I'll show you guys what they have. I'll probably come back here March 14th when the next auction is coming up. I have never bought a car here or sold a car here. And they basically said that they don't do reserves. All cars are pure sale. There she is, by BMW. And basically said if you want to like drive up the price, by all means come during the auction day and drive up the price. If you end up winning it, it said they'll take care of it next week. So hopefully I don't lose too much money on it. If I make money, that'd be pretty darn awesome, but I guess who knows. I'm gonna go back now, drop off the trailer, and I think that's gonna be it for today. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or two in the comment section below. I will see you guys in another video. Take care and have a blessed day.